Morning. So we just got done greasing 8335, and we got the manure spreader hooked up to it now. We're gonna start spreading manure. I would say next week. So I hit about there's 3 grease inserts there, and that's pretty much, it's got all the grease inserts on the side, which is nice. So they got all these grease inserts here, so it's all in one location. Well, 2 locations, but pretty much all of it. So Jake's meeting with an agronomist this morning, see what our yield count could possibly be, and then Jeffrey's cleaning up where he was at the other day. He's about done there. And so he's gonna clean that up today. He should be done today with it. All the trees and stuff picked up and burned up. And then he's gonna move that probably to another spot, I would say. We try and focus on a couple farms a year since we're limited on time. I mean, there's only so much time you got before in between, plant or hay season and then harvest. So we try and get as much as we can done on everybody's farm that we can get to. So if we don't get to it in one year, we'll try and get it the next year. So we just try to bounce around, see what we can get done before we get busy again. So I'm gonna start spraying again. I'm almost done with that. Today should be the last day, I think, so hopefully. And we'll see what happens from there. Gotta get some stuff ready for manure spreading. I gotta get tractor with a loader up where I need it and get started on that project next. This is what old Jeffro's been working on. There used to be a pile right here, right in here. He's got that cleaned up. He's got a lot done. Got a pretty good fire going over there. He's done a lot of work. Doing a pretty good job. Got her cleaned up anyway. You can actually see the pond, so that's always a plus. Yeah, he's about done. He's gonna load it up and take it home. So he's about done all he can do out here for now. So get her home. Doing chores. All the cows are coming in. They're hungry. Yeah, I kind of threw them off this morning probably because usually I do them first thing in the morning. So it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, close to 3, I guess. So I'm a little behind, but they'll be all right. They're getting fed anyway, so I guess they'll be happy about that. So, but they're running in a line while walking. They're pretty hungry. Yeah, we're out feeding hay. We getting a little low, so we're gonna put another bale in for them to our fat calves. Hopefully. Jump around for you. They're excited. As long as they don't escape, my gate's open, so hopefully they'll stay down here for a bit. So we're about done. We gotta feed one more bale and get out of here and go fill up our feeder and head home, I guess. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Change the oil in the combine, one of the two. So we try to do the oil and fuel filters after, usually we only put like 200 to 300 hours on them yearly. Try to do that every year. Keep them in tune, running to their best performance. We don't want to have any problems while we're in the field. So we're gonna get her changed today. What we gotta do, take that sleeve, put it on this filter, twist it off. I already got the oil draining out. There's a valve underneath that drains it through the combine and underneath the ground. And I'll put this new one on here and get her done. That's how it's done. What I like to do on these new filters, take some of the old oil, put it on the ring. Just seal it. Alrighty, we got the combine all maintenance up from what I can do so far. I gotta kick it on just to make sure everything's gonna run right. I did all the belts, greased it, oiled the chains up or lubed them up. And we're having a little bit of electronic problems with the cameras. It's not a terribly big deal, but considering it's still under warranty, I want to make sure they get it fixed correctly before it's out of warranty. But I'm sure it's not going to be cheap, whatever it is. No electronic problems ever are cheap. So we're getting ready. We're going to hook up Matt's corn head, wherever it is. I think it's this one. We're going to get his corn head hooked up here and take it up there to his combine. I'm going to get all that hooked up, get his corn head ran through. So our plan was, this big heat wave that's going on right now this week, I'm going to try to hurry up and get one combine done and then the two headers that go with it done, and then I'm going to try to get it in the shed before it gets hit with these next couple days of hard heat. Get it back in the shed. Our shed's very tight, so we don't pull them in and out frequently, but whenever we want to keep them in storage, we try to keep them out as long as we can, keep them there as long as we can. But I'm going to get his corn head hooked up here. Now I got a 12 row, a 12 row. I mean, we basically got one header for each combine. And that bean head's actually Siding Strickers in Palmyra. They got to come and get it yet. We've been holding it for them. But yeah, we got to run through these two corn heads. I'm just going to take it there, make sure it calibrates. We had trouble last year, make sure everything runs good with it. And there we are. That's all there is to it. You see, I got the combine running. I got the oil change on. They always recommend you should run it, make sure there's no leaks or anything going on. But, so we're gonna get this off. Get in here. They made this very convenient for the straps. Now you'll get it eventually. And we got these corn heads, I want to say 3 years ago. It's usually the headers, we don't usually get them new for quite a while. Mostly in this they tell you that you're gonna have to rebuild it all completely or get a new one. So by the time you sit there and rebuild a 2010 corn head, you might as well just go ahead and upgrade. All the parts are gonna switch anyways. You're just gonna be damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm sure you guys want to see the epic failure of the first hookup, so I'll get it on camera for you. Don't run anything. Oh, I'm trying to get your line up. There. That's all there is to it. Got her all hooked up. Now we do run two 12-row corn heads. And there is times we have to sit here and we can't run two at the same time. The majority of the time we can generally keep them both running. And even when we have to sit and wait on semis or grain carts, we think it's easier on the combines if you run them both together and keep the hours the same, because whenever we trade the combines off, we trade them off at the same. The dealers usually give better deals when you run packages, because used inventory is pretty low this year, or the past couple of years, I guess. So we usually trade them off at the same time. So we try to keep the same hours on them, keep them close. But yeah, we don't put very many hours on them every year. This one got used, I think, half the year last year. I think it only has around 200 hours on them. They run very well, seems to work pretty good. Even when you get into a rough field, you know, truckers don't have to wait on you. Which is the majority of what we were, you know, wanting to limit is, you know, how many people are sitting in the field. We do have a lot of farms we have to go to, a lot of cubby holes. Some farms better than others, but they all perform and still do the job. We'll get this grease between every gathering chain, which I'll explain what that is. There's a Allen head screw you gotta lift out, has a dipstick on it. Tells you how much oil's in the gear casings. We'll have to go through that. It shouldn't take too long. It's 2:30. Should be able to wrap this up today as long as the electronic part of the corn head works. And we should be good to go on that part. Let's get to her.